review entitled Integrating Cultures into ELT Classes, What, Why, and How. So without further ado, let's get started. Integrating Cultures into ELT Classes, What, Why, and How was written by Özlem Karagachina and Salim Rezi. And this article briefly is talking about what is the impact of the cultures to language teaching. So since from the introductions, the researchers have delivered about what is the result if the research is done. Is have two results, which is the first is fluent full and then the second one is intercultural speakers. The fluent full means a speaker which is able to deliver a speech, but the speakers didn't know what is the speech is about. Meanwhile, the intercultural speakers is someone who able to speak and then they know also can compare and collaborate the cultures, and so it means this kind of speakers is have intercultural competence. And then after that, the methodology used here is have quantitative and qualitative. The qualitative here using an interview, meanwhile the quantitative using 45 inventory, which is divided into 9 categories. And then after that, there are 3 research questions in this research, which is the first one is talking about the pre-service teachers, the second one is talking about the in-service teachers, and then the third one is talking about the difference between in-service and pre-service teachers' response. So the research is have the result of this research is the both of them in-service and pre-service are agree, which is the culture is really important to insert in the language teaching. And after that, the instrument of this research, the interviewer will call the participants in person, and after that they will give the hard copy of the inventory itself, and after that they will use SPSS and they will record the interview itself. And after that they have the conclusions and then the discussions and then the suggestions about this research itself, which is it's important to insert the language teaching with the culture itself. But after that, I will give my critical review on these articles. Since the first we were talking about the writer itself. For me, I think the writer is eligible enough because the research here have been delivered to the international journal, and we can see there will be a lot of reviewer before me, but I think I just try to review this article as I can. So the researchers have a good background and have delivered about the language and the culture itself on how the impact of the student itself. And then the title, when we see the title, it's clear enough to understand, which is talking about the integrating cultures into the ELT classes, what, why, and how. But I think it needs more details on it, like when and where the research has been held, to know, to give an overview to the new reader to know, this article is written in this year and then in year. Like they can compare between a research with not research. And then the system of writing, I think, is already sequenced because I can see clearly which part of it. But I think there are some trouble at the end of this. And then the abstract have delivered a little bit summary about the research, but I think it needs more suggestion on it to make sure what is we need to improve from this research. And after that, we're going to the introductions. I think the introductions have delivered the background problem of this research, so that the reader understand whether we apply this research or not to make a student or become a fluent full or become intercultural speakers. And after that, we have the methodology itself. I think the methodology have a good chosen, like the qualitative and the quantitative, but I think in the research I think it's better to give or to wrote the interview questions, like to know how we measure that. And then after that, from the instrument, I think it is less useful if we use a hard copy and then call the participant in personal. Meanwhile, we live in Industrial 4.0. I think we need to improve students' abilities to use the technology itself, whether they can use the Google Documents or other applications to organize the data. Like they will easier to organize the data itself. But I think one thing that I need to appreciate from this research is the researcher will use the SPSS, and then they will record the interview sections to know and whether they can analyze after the interview section itself. And after that, we're going to know about the finding itself. I think the findings also have a great result, which is all in-service and pre-service teachers is already understand about the importance of inserting the culture into the language teaching to make the students understand whether the spoken sense of the written text. And after that, we're going to the discussions, conclusions, and suggestions. Meanwhile, this three part is become one in this articles, but I think it's better to separate them into 8 sections, like the discussions and then the conclusions and then the suggestion itself in different parts. Why? Because the reader need to know which one is the discussions, which one is the conclusion, and which one is the suggestion for further research. Like the discussion is mainly talking about what is the findings is about, and whether the comparison between the other study and this study is good or not, and what is the result, what we need to improve from this research then. And then the conclusion need to restate it, what is the research is about and what is the result of the research. But something that I found in this research is the conclusion is restating a research in Malaysia. Meanwhile, this research is talking about a research which held in Turkey. So I think the researcher need to analyze this research one more. Basically, the implication is talking about what we need to grow more to make the research is better. Attach more comparative study and then told them to do another activities in the classroom. They should like attach what is the result of the students' performance in this research, whether this research is successful or the research is failed. So I think they need to attach some statement about how the student performance after they insert the culture into this research.